All too often, when we in the Western media report on the Republic of Congo, we bring you stories of civil unrest and violence. But there's a lot more to Congo than that, and a new multimedia project, 5 years in the making, is looking to change the narrative. NewsHour Weekend's Yvette Feliciano has more.
For years, Dutch film producer Eva Vonk shuttled between Europe and the Republic of Congo, trying to answer one question.
How can we create more awareness about the Congo Basin, which is the second largest rainforest on the planet?
The nearly 500 million acre forest stretches across 6 countries in Central Africa, including the Congo.
So how we try to kind of gather information and educate ourselves about this place was Googling things. And if you actually look at the image search results of the Congo, it's very discouraging. Imagery of war and very fear-driven model.
Vonk is trying to change the perception of the region through a project and book called Congo Tales. It's a multimedia effort that collects oral myths from the Central African country and pairs them with dreamlike pictures of those living around Odzola-Kokwa National Park. The park makes up almost 5 million acres of the Congo Basin forest. But before these photos were taken, the stories had to be collected. Vonk hired social worker Merit Munde, who traveled around the northern district of Mbomo, gathering traditional Congolese tales. His wife, Annie Idime, who runs the local radio station, had listeners call in with more stories. In total, 72 tales were collected, which included themes of jealousy, love, the age-old tension of humans versus nature, and the spiritual world.
I can also shoot from there.
To translate these stories into pictures, Vonk relied on Peter Henket, a photographer better known for snapping high-fashion pictures of celebrities like Lady Gaga than working in remote forests.
It's extremely hot, it's extremely humid, the cameras are literally sweating, like when you open a lens, water would almost come out of the camera. So it was tough.
For Vonk, what proved to be the most crucial step in the project was building trust with the local community.
When we kind of cracked the code by, for example, hiring the director of the local radio station that knew everyone, that would broadcast for us what we were doing, we started to really be just amazed by having asked for 10 women to join us to form a line to tell a story. And then 50 women would show up. And so finally it just grew greater and greater. And so I think this connectivity and this collaboration and this co-creating, you can really tell from the pictures.
The collaboration also became a way for the Congolese to record stories that might be forgotten.
We learned that the people there were saying that when an old person dies, it's like a library of stories burning down.
It's a saying that resonated with the project participants. Kovo Nsonde, a Congolese philosopher, helped adapt the stories for the book, drawing from his own family's history.
These cultural identities are not so much known, and that's why this project, the Congo Tales project, and similar projects are very important to push the oral traditions, values, and principles to share it to the world.
In helping create this book, Nsonde took great effort to make sure the stories bridged regional and cultural divides within the Congo.
It was part of my responsibility to make this project a very national project, not only north, south, east or west, but all together. And people of Mbomo was very proud. And I'm also proud that this little village with this project represents the entire nation of the Congo.
Our project started with, let's create awareness for the Congo Basin, but let's also create awareness for the local communities that call this place their home. Because the one thing can't exclude the other, one thing is not necessarily more important than the other.
There's obviously a very complicated and long history of European colonization in Africa. What would you say to critics who might take issue with 2 white people telling these stories through a white lens?
I think, of course, we're extremely self-aware of the fact that we're white Europeans going into the Congo Basin to do a project. And I think we really try to always start with dialogue and always invite the right people around us that can actually help us understand our privilege, because it's hard to see that from within, right? We're not the storytellers here, but we're trying to create content together with storytellers that are often not being given the right attention we think they deserve.
The multimedia project includes a 15-minute children's film based on the Congolese fable, The Little Fish and the Crocodile. It's a tale of doomed friendship between a trusting fish and a conniving crocodile. Local children played characters in the story that reminds viewers nature's laws always prevail. And it's just one more tale Congo is sharing with the world.
The great thing about this film is that it's in a format that can travel. A book, of course, it's just something, it's something to have. There is so much wisdom in this book, and there is so much wisdom in these pictures and the stories that are behind them, and engage with them. And so we have given you many ways to do that.